Thank you. Next speaker, Neena Gill.
Thank you, Chair. President, on the initial impact of QE, you were quite optimistic. Interest rates, as you said, are extremely low in the EU. Mortgage markets are attracting new borrowers. However, what do you expect the impact will be at the end of September 2016? Is there a possibility, depending on the situation then, in September 2016, you may have to extend QE? Really following on from the point that my colleague Mr. Langen made, I mean, what impact do you foresee on the European economy, given the changes in the US, where the tone of the Federal Reserve seems to be becoming more and more moderate and possibly anticipating an increase in the interest rates in the coming months? Will this trend risk breaking our investments in the EU? And I'm referring to the mortgages and the SMEs again. The second point I wanted to raise was on the CMU, and you did say earlier that speed is of an essence, and I'm quite concerned that the Commission is proposing this by 2019. And the CMU, as you said, it will be complementary to banking finance and SME financing via securitization. But what I want to ask you is, will it be beneficial to, let's say, an SME in Spain or Portugal as to the German SMEs, given the different profiles they have? And how do we avoid creating new bubbles in the future?
On your first question, the purchases are intended to be carried out until end September 2016. And will in any case be conducted until we see a sustained adjustment in the path of inflation, which is consistent with our aim of achieving inflation rates below but close to 2% over the medium term, which means that we are not going to change our policy because of an observation at each point in time or because of changes that are not sustained through time. These are the requirements. And we continue, and our projections are conditional on the full implementation of our program at this point in time. So there should be a sustained adjustment in the path of inflation, which means that it will be the path of inflation, not its value at any point in time, and a consistent, steady move of inflation, not a reversible blip in either direction that will speak for a change in our strategy. Now, the second question, can you repeat the second question?
It's really around the CMU that you were saying that speed is of essence, and the Commission is Capital Markets Union, and the Commission is proposing 2019, and concern that how do we avoid creating new bubbles and the difference in profiles between, say, an SME in Germany and one in Spain, let's say, and different profiles they have?
No, we're really monitoring any risk to financial stability at the present time. We are aware that very low interest rates carry this risk with themselves. And so we are certainly alert to that. But as I said before, the response to these risks should come from the use of macroprudential instruments, not from the change in our monetary policy stance, which is geared to reaching our price stability objective. But I just want to reassure that we monitor financial stability risks. And now we also have to say that our financial system, our banking and financial system, is more resilient than it was a few years ago. The recent gyrations of both the exchange rate, but also the changes in some specific bond market conditions on other occasions, on other times, years ago, would have produced some sort of wave of instability, but now they seem to have been absorbed pretty well by the financial markets. The Capital Markets Union is a development which we welcome very much. It will further strengthen our financial market union. It will make it less dependent on the banking system only. In principle, it should make the SMEs structure of our industry closer to financial markets, making them more able to get credit when needed.
Thank you. Now